I can't hear you.
My bad. Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and it's time for happy hour. With me today, I have the guest co-host, Tori B. Tori B, what's going on?
Nothing, child.
Okay, nothing, child. Well, I got a little something, something, child, because I've been sitting on this for quite some time, and I think today I want to go ahead and spill a little tea.
What?
I think I'm going to go ahead and spill a little tea today. We'll see how I feel when I get ready to do so. In the meantime, you guys have showed up and showed out this week here on No Chaser TV. So continue to like the videos, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. This is pretty impromptu, so I understand that people are going to be coming in as they come in, and we'll greet you when you do. Hey there, see? Spill it. Spill it. Well, we have some things to get to first before I spill it. Now, you guys know every time I get ready to share this screen, I ask you the same thing. Please tell me
Jeez.
if. What happened?
I keep sneezing. Sorry,
Oh,
chair.
bless you. Gesundheit. Do you hear an echo? Is what I want to ask you. So let me
No.
know. You
It
don't hear
could.
one yet because I haven't shared my screen, but
Uh,
yeah. Well, give me 1 second. Okay.
oh, there you go.
Do you hear echo?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, give me 1 second.
All right. While he's handling business. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm glad y'all here. We're gonna talk about all the tea that's been happening this week. And there was some juicy tea that dropped yesterday about Married to Medicine. Tell me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Married to Medicine, and then there was some drama with some people from Real Housewives of Miami. So, what y'all think I'm talking about? As well as, did y'all watch the Grammys? Let me know if y'all watched the Grammys. There was some interesting things that happened at the Grammys. I will say that. Other than Kendrick, and I don't know, Kendrick swept all his categories. I don't know if Beyonce. I know Beyonce finally won Album of the Year, but I don't know if she swept all her categories. So, but excited to see y'all today. Hey, Amanda K. Hey, love, love, love. Um, but again, there's plenty of drama to speak of. Did y'all watch? I feel like the New York City reunion wasn't all that though. It was all right. The one prior was a better reunion. Thank God it's only 2 parts. I ain't even watched the season. I don't even care. How about that? Yes, and I'm excited. You know what? For the Grammys, I'm happy that Doechii won an award. That's a testament to her talent, and it just shows you that you don't have to fit a mold. Because I feel like she has done rap records, she has done pop records, she has done, and she could sing. I don't know if people know that, but I work in a corporate setting, and yesterday, Tuesday, I was in the office and they was playing Doechii in the office, and I was like, "Oh, these white people are hip to Doechii."
Well, I think that you guys aren't going to be able to hear me on my camera, me on my microphone. I had to switch browsers in order for me to share the screen to get these teas out for y'all. So, we do one thing, you got to suffer through another. So, thank you guys for your patience. But, as I was going to say, a lot of people, we're speaking of Grammys now, right? We're doing Grammys. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people were so upset that Doechii won the Grammy and only sold 11,000 copies first week from her mixtape. He had been back there. So I don't know what he did. Oh, okay, I see. But here's the thing, right? First of all, first week in album sales do not equate to the quality of an album. It does not equate to the quality of the music. And I am one for everything being taken into consideration. Yes, impact, sales, cultural relevance, movement, but I'm also for, and for me, the bottom line is the music. And that mixtape was fire as fuck. The girl is talented. You guys are saying that she's a plant. It's like that
Who
girl was
said
talented.
that?
People were
They
saying
ignorant.
People were saying that she's a plant. She's been on in her car. You can go to her channel. She had a YouTube channel where she's sleeping in Airbnbs and cars and spending all her money making her art. You know what I mean? Before she
It
got
sounds like they
signed,
jealous.
when she got signed, and so she's really struggled for it. But most importantly, the music is great. And that's what also sometimes, yeah, we reward the big names, but sometimes the big names get rewarded because they're big names. And I think that, sometimes the Grammy should shine a light on an artist that is hot as fuck, got the great music, and is just needing the look. And that's what the Grammys did, was gave her the Grammy and the look. And now you're at work and the white people listen to the music down to the thing. So I'm all for her getting a Grammy. I am.
Yes. I think here's my thing. I don't think people know that the Grammys is something where there's a pool of people that vote on this. Okay. So it's not based upon sales, it's based upon people who are their peers and say, this is dope. They know the music, they make music. It's the same thing as the Academy for the Oscars. It's a pool of people who come together and vote on these awards. So they could say whatever they want. It sounds like they jealous. I'm just happy that we have a female rapper that doesn't have to be so vulgar, or even though,
She's very vulgar.
no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't feel like she have to get surgery. She doesn't everything isn't sex, 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 even though she be in her panties and her bra, but it's not like what we've seen.
But I'm glad that I'm not a woman. I can't speak for the representation. So I understand why you would be happy for that. But I like both. I love JT.
No,
I love both.
no, I love both, but I think we need to see more of different types instead of, record labels go when they get an artist. Just so y'all know, at one point I did work in music. It's the record labels that tell you what your image is and things like that. So I think it's just dope to have somebody who is versatile, who doesn't feel like she needs to go, because these labels that tell you need to go get surgery. You need to do this. And I think, where she's at with TDE, they allow her to be her, like they do all their artists for the most part that I know of. And so I just appreciate that. But to me, I liken her to the likes of like a Missy Elliott, very, in her own lane and not paying attention and trying to do what everybody else was doing. I feel like it might have been like that when she first came out. And so she kind of tried to fit in a box and it didn't work for her. But now, that's one of the lessons that we saw, is that you need to walk into your authentic self and be yourself, and that's what will win you these big awards. So I think it's a testament to just being yourself and being authentic to who you are.
Catch it. And speaking of bigger artists, we're so happy, so elated that Beyonce finally snagged Album of the Year award for Cowboy Carter. Congratulations, Beyonce. Well deserved, long overdue. You are the queen and the bee of everything. Not only that, she also nabbed Best Country Album, and Casey Musgraves was looking with a stuck face. Oh well, get over it, Casey. Beyonce won. I'm so happy that she won during Black History Month with an album reclaiming the Black heritage of that genre, especially during these times. And so I just was so happy and so excited that Beyonce finally won her Grammy. She's going on tour. We're gonna see if Jay gonna buy my ticket next week. And that's Jay from the Potomac. And yeah. Did you have any performance that stuck out before we move on, just very briefly?
Doechie's did. I like Teddy Swims. I like him.
Okay.
Um,
Teddy swimmers be swimming.
Those stuck out to me. I didn't. I was watching Housewives, so I wasn't really checking them.
Housewives had it going on too.
Yeah, so it was like whatever. I'm also excited for Kendrick, um, to win
Oh
in
yes,
the
Kendrick
state.
also won.
Yeah, he swept all of his categories, so he has 5 Grammys.
I think
Oh,
he won Record of the Year, right, or Song of the
yep.
Year.
Record of the year, hip hop song of the year. Like
And it deserved it. That song was everywhere.
it
That song
really
was
was,
everywhere.
and it's still a bop. I still bop to
Yeah.
it.
I mean, the crowd was bopping to it. Like the
Yeah, they was rapping A minor when he walked up to that podium to collect it.
ooh, you might want to hang it up, Diva. Hang it up, Drake. Is Drake over?
He don't. I mean, listen, he got a lot of fans and all of that, but I just feel like um he really called him out really bad. And so I'm not even talking about the PDF stuff, just saying that you're cosplaying as a rapper, call them B Rad and all the things. I would agree. I agree with all of that. And let me say this, I have never been a Drake fan.
Oh Lord, well, we're gonna stop it there. Heliego, thank you for coming in from the UK. It's almost midnight, so we're gonna give you what you want. Okay, let's move right the hell on to the thing with the people. Let's see if we can move right on. Okay, un momento, por favor.
Por
Yeah,
favor.
yeah, yeah. Un momento. I don't know. We're gonna have a quick show tonight, because I do have to hop over and do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review tonight at 8 p.m. on the Lean. But I did want to go ahead and very briefly discuss it because I don't remember what we've discussed. To be honest with you, this week has been such a whirlwind for me. On the last week, I don't know what we talked about. I don't know what we haven't talked about. So y'all charge it to the game and not my heart. If we rehash something. Oh Lord Jesus. See, look, I don't know what's going on, Joe. Um, there we go. All right. The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 did we discuss that yet? We couldn't have.
When did it come out? Last week.
It came out last week. We couldn't have discussed it because that was last Thursday, and we do
Oh,
happy
okay,
hour
no, we
on
didn't.
Wednesday. So we did not discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 are premiering. We're going to be reviewing it here on No Chaser TV every Monday. I would like to do it every Sunday, but I don't know if that's feasible. But every Monday we'll be reviewing Atlanta. I'll give you the details about who's going to be guesting on that as panelists soon. Once I get all that ironed out, March 9th is when they return after part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, which concludes on March 2nd. That Potomac reunion, y'all, baby, do not miss it. Do you hear me? That's all I got to say. All 3 parts of it. Watch all 3 parts of it. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? So, yes, so we see here the cast and the group chat for the new Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have 3 new Real Housewives, one being former longtime friend Shamia Morton. Then we have 4 new housewives, actually, one being longtime friend Shamia Morton, and then the 3 newbies, Angela Oakley, Kelly Farrell, and the one, the only. Play that video, Demisio, for me. Give it to me. I thought he said he was going to do good this week. Give me the video, Demisio.
You're here with great eating.
She is a housewife now, you guys. And she may or may not have run Kenya Moore off the show, child.
Ew.
Faith even got promotional photos for those last 2 minutes that she's gonna be on the show. And it's been a lot of scuttlebutt as to whether or not Phaedra should be a peach holder because of that. What do you think? And what did you think of everything that's going on? I know a lot of people weren't satisfied with the trailer, but then during the Grammys, a clip drop. All I'm gonna say is they purposely withheld and it's going to be a lot better than I think people think it is. That's what I think. Go ahead.
I'm a wait and see type of girl. I'm not gonna go based off the trailer. We thought Potomac was gonna be good this season.
Y'all did?
I mean, based on the trailer, but it didn't give. So I'm not gonna judge it. I'm gonna wait and see. It does well. Portia's messy ex husband has something to say about it.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
oh, are they not divorced yet?
Oh,
Her estranged husband. Um,
really?
so
We're
I
gonna do
mean,
this?
Messy Boots is gonna be commenting every episode about what he told them they don't want, where he didn't want them to film, and what's against the agreement, and we gonna hear it. We gonna hear his mouth every time because he had word for Portia's mother. Like how
He's gonna be worse
disrespectful.
than damn. He's gonna be
Yeah,
worse than damn Dr. Heavenly.
child.
He might as well start a YouTube channel.
He might. Don't say that. Well, I mean, he got immigration issues. So
Still?
yeah, I mean, this is part of the reason why she want to divorce him because she didn't know that he was scamming and that they was
Allegedly. Is
allegedly
allegedly down at the bottom of the screen? Let me get
allegedly
allegedly when you get a chance. Yes, allegedly. You don't know that. And neither does she.
allegedly allegedly the court docs came out and accused him of scamming.
Back in
Allegedly,
1986, right?
yeah, it dates back years. So what I'm saying to y'all is, I don't know when he go to court for his stuff, but I don't know. Trump in office, he might send him back, allegedly.
Mm. Well, Candy Bars had something to say about Kenya not being included in the promotional photos.
Said Kenya not being on the cast photos was as clear as day. Okay, I'm glad you said it because I was going to say it myself. Now, I would like to say, out of all the things, I was pissed about that. I personally felt like Kenya started the season out, right? At least we all know that. I mean, I don't know how much of it, because we're not privy to how they're gonna edit or whatever, whatever. But I'm like, y'all couldn't even let her picture be a part of the show. The other friends of the show had pictures. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia had a picture, and Cynthia's my girl. I love her. So this is no shade to Cynthia. She needs a picture too. But what I'm saying is, even if, it's like, why wouldn't y'all put Kenya in the picture? Like, y'all tripping. Like, I don't know what to say about this. Like, I am too through. Now, yes, I am a little biased. I love Kenya. But that bothered me because then you threw somebody else at the end of the clip, honey, for a twerk session for 2 seconds. But you couldn't put Kenya, who filmed half of that season, right? It's like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? The disrespect. Like, come on. Like, yeah, when people mess up, like, do we say when people do something that is, I guess, offensive to some people, I don't know, or if you upset about something that she did, like, does that throw away all the magic that she's giving y'all all this time? Yeah, like you still used her. She still was in the trailer. Like you could have still took her picture. Like she was in the trailer. Was she not? So was somebody else for 1 second. It don't matter. She was in there. Give her picture. Excuse me. Give her picture. I was getting a little ATL for a second. You know, my ATL accent comes out. Her picture, it comes out every now and then. It comes out like if I get excited about something, you know what I mean? But I have not talked to Kenya since the trailer dropped, but I would love to bring Kenya in to have her give us her thoughts about the trailer.
All right, there you have it from Candy. Here's what I will say. I do think that she should have had a picture. She shouldn't have been included in the group shot, but neither should Phaedra. But the reason why Phaedra is included in the group shot, and I don't know how many times I got to say it, is because Phaedra right now is the belle of the ball, and Phaedra is bringing a lot of recognition and a lot of eyes from a lot of different platforms. And so they wanted her in whenever they can get her in, and they wanted the brand recognition from Phaedra that Phaedra brings on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta to overcompensate from them basically scrubbing Kenya out of everything. Like Kenya's in the show, don't get me wrong, but it's giving friend of the show cut. Like you're gonna see Kenya with other people, but it won't be like Kenya, like Kenya and that, or the Kenya into this. Right now, it doesn't look like, unless they change it due to backlash, if there's any, which I don't know if there's any backlash right now from it, but yeah, that is why that was done the way it was done. I still think that Kenya should have been included in the promotional shoot, and I still think that she should be allowed to come to the reunion. She's already apologized. What more do you want? Now, I know that ain't Kandi Burruss talking about people and their legends and their contributions, and do people not get a second chance, that she will never work with Phaedra again, and there's the reason why Phaedra, is tacked on at the end of the show like that because of that. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
So is that a bit like interested to hear her say that?
It is, but
considering
I get it.
she said it out of her own mouth. So what
I
you gonna say? That's gonna piss me off.
No, it's not to piss you off. It's both. It's kind of hard because if you lying on me and saying I might R-word somebody or I drug
Yes,
people,
I agree.
I'm never forgiving you for that.
But she literally just got up there and said, "How long do we keep it against people?" I hope
I agree,
she
but
said that.
in this case, it's her homegirl, so she gonna take up for her.
So
Homegirl.
then she
She's
being
a hypocrite.
yeah, she's being very good. Thank you. That's what I need to hear. That's very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Because at what point do you have the conversation with her and try to move on and give people a second chance?
I agree, but if you say I arbor, I'm not.
Now I'm with her whatever she decides to do. If she don't ever want to talk to the lady and would have never said that, I would have never had anything to say, because I agree in principle, yes. But if we're gonna say it for one goes for all, divas.
Yeah.
Sorry, diva. So Kandi kind of lost me with that one. Now I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, and now I can't fade your bad.
Well, she much more suited for Atlanta than she was for Married to Medicine. So I'm kind of really happy she's going from that show. To be honest.
And Married to Medicine is glad she's gone from that bitch too.
Yep, period.
They are so glad she is gone, honey.
But I'm surprised nobody said to her that she come off elitist.
Who?
Phaedra.
Said to her that she comes off elitist?
No, I've never heard anybody say that she's elitist, but when it comes to the Married to Medicine ladies, she does act a little elitist in comparison to them. I think so.
She acts elitist when she wants to.
Yeah.
On Atlanta. I've got degrees and jobs and a Juris Doctorate.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
I don't hear nobody calling her elitist, but y'all love calling Wendy elitist.
Well, I don't think when she was on the show that was like a talking. You get what I'm saying? Like the language. I don't know. I won't say the language for it wasn't there, but who did she film? She filmed with. She was she was elitist when she had to be, and I think that was called out. But the thing was, she tried to be elitist with Nene, and Nene was like, "Girl, I don't give a damn about them degrees. You on my show, so it's not gonna work with me." You get what I'm saying? And she did try that.
She did it on Married to Medicine a couple weeks ago.
No, I called it out. Do you watch our recaps on No Chase TV?
Oh, maybe I ain't hear you.
Yeah, you need to watch them, Diva. I said that it's the reason why I don't give a fuck about her being elitist is because she is being elitist to women who traditionally have been elitist to other women on their cast. So I don't care about Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie. and Dr. Simone and them crying and screaming because she said bitches like y'all. The reason why I don't care about it is because bitches like them have looked down on
Okay,
Quad in the past. They've looked down on Toya in the past. They've looked down on they look down on Sweet Tea presently. They look down on girls. So
no,
for
you're right.
me, what I'm saying, let me get it up. For me, that was null and void for me. I thought it was what was good for the goose is good for the gander. And I'm glad somebody out of them. They looked down on and were elitist to Mariah. Do you know how much sense that makes?
Yeah.
That you would be elitist and look down on the fucking reason why you're here in the first place?
Agreed.
Like, that's how nasty they can be and snooty. So please, I was here for it. I was here for it. And I hated to have to be Team Phaedra because I never really am, but I'm rocking with Phaedra on that one. I don't give a damn. Give me 1 second. While I'm pulling something up, go ahead and let's discuss really quickly the Salt Lake City reunion and what happened with Mary.
Yeah, so the focal point of, well, one of the focal points, Andy spoke candidly with Mary about, one of the really heart-wrenching scenes she had with her son, talking about his addiction. And like I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't a big fan of Mary first season. A lot of it was
I was.
I know you was, but like I really wasn't. Maybe because of the husband thing. I don't think it's very interesting, but to keep it mildly. So I wasn't a fan of hers, but she has really grown on me, and there was so much growth for her throughout this season. But the scene with her son, Andy asked her questions like about him, how Robert Jr. is doing in rehab and what's going on with him today. And she said, you know, Robert Jr. wanted to go to rehab. The way he was telling her and opening up to her, and then she starts crying, and just like that was a cry for help for her, from him. Um, to her, she saw it as him saying, "Mom, help me, I'm drowning." So that was like a very powerful moment, a very candid moment, and they didn't have to share that with us. I thought that was amazing. I haven't reached that level of vulnerability, so it takes a lot to show that on television. Mary says, "I feel like we are our worst critic. We are really hard on ourselves, and I see that through him, and that he was really hurt, and I just don't want him to be like that, and I wish I could change it." So Andy asks her about her church and how they're doing, how things going. And she said they're doing renovations. The renovations are done and it's beautiful. They've had um, a few services in the newly renovated church, and they're slowly getting back to it, but it's all good and she's blessed. And then, you know, asked about Junior again, what it's been like after rehab, and she says good, but I still worry. Um, she just says he's worthy, and she wants him to believe that. So that was like the update. He's home. She said that she kind of worries about who he hangs out with, but that has changed. He has now like met people that he knows in rehabs, and he tries to hang out with them rather than hanging with those people who probably were a bad influence on him. And she had also voiced those concerns. So kudos to Mary for being a very, like a mother that was very understanding, because when I was growing up, our parents thought they could beat everything out of us, to be honest. I mean, and it's not a laughing matter, but like she was very understanding. She said multiple times, "I want you to come to me. You should be able to come to me." You know, she was being vulnerable and saying like, "You are my everything." Like, and she cried and he cried. And it just was a beautiful moment between mother and son. You don't want to shame somebody when they have an addiction. And him just saying that, like, he's had suicidal thoughts, and saying that he felt like life is unseasoned, and when he does drugs, he feels like, his life is seasoned, and that's the reason why he was doing it. So I love the authenticity, like SD Mac just said, of her just being her authentic self. And being, let me be clear, Mary will still throw shade, say what she gotta say, and really be quirky. And I love that for her, right? Like, I am here for that. That Mary, I love every day. When she was in the back of that Sprinter, and Meredith was going off, and she was like, "You get her, Meredith." I'm over here cracking up at Mary. Mary gave us so many fun moments, and I'm really here for her and Angie's relationship. They really support each other. I love their whole relationship. Even in moments where, like, Mary was like acting out, she was like, "You know what? Like, this is my abandonment issues." And she sat there and owned it and took accountability. And then Angie understood her, and she said, "I hear that. I have my own abandonment issues," because they both have mommy issues. And I think that's another place where they really like connected. And I think that was a beautiful moment with them too.
Well, I didn't review much Salt Lake City this season here on No Chaser TV. I did the first episode, and I did that particular episode when it aired, and I was up here vulnerable. I shared what I have been going through and how I felt in my struggles. It was not with drugs, but I'm not having a 9 to 5 job. It's been very difficult for the last few months, and just feeling like I was, a burden and a stain. And I did have thoughts at one point, but, thanks to this channel and just thanks to everything that has been happening for it and through it, I have found, a new revived and vigor. And so I really appreciated them for being vulnerable in that space. And she tried to get me choked up again, but I won't let her do it, But one thing about Mary, that's, people have the ability to minister to you. You know what I mean? And it's not, when I say minister, I know that you're thinking, the Bible and the word and the gospel. But when I say minister, I mean speak to you in such a way that pulls at you and tugs at you and resonates with you. And so that's what I'm referring to. And Mary definitely has that capability to emotionally connect via words. You know what I mean? So, yes. Hey, SD Mac. There's a lot of people in the room. Hey, SD Mac. Hey, Sean. What's going on? Hey there to the people coming on in. Appreciate it. Go ahead and read our super chat for us, please.
It is from SD Mac. I like that Angie didn't turn on Mary, didn't let her pull her away from her. It was a good moment.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah,
good.
because that's what is easy to do. And I think that we're going to get into it tomorrow for the last installment of the Real Housewives of New York reunion. We're going to get into it. But I think that is what Bryn is used to as well. But Bryn is going to have to do a lot of self-work. So that's a little different. But she's used to fucking shit up, not being held accountable, and running away or being pushed away. And, I think that with Mary, she's used to having a disagreement, reacting to the disagreement or whatever it is, and then people distancing themselves or whatever. And I love that Angie K would not let her go. And that is what a friend does. Now, in the other end of things, Brenda's the type of bitch you let go. And we're going to get into that tomorrow. Hey, Aurora. She's what? I can't read that. She's what? What did Sean say? Thank you, SD Mac.
Mary is rude and disrespectful and have the nerve to be a pastor.
What did Giselle? She was a first lady, right?
And a colorist.
Oh, what? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. The people coming on in the room.
That's because I
So
retweeted it.
all these people are here because of you.
I didn't say all of them, but I
Mm,
went on while we was on and retweeted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She is. Ooh, you acting like, ooh. I'm looking for a replacement seat. You got a seat to
You're annoying.
it's Story B seat because she getting on my damn nerves. All right, girl. I tried to get rid of her. I couldn't find nobody, so I kept her.
You wanted to see more fighting, love, love, love.
When?
She talked about us. We tussled enough on Monday.
Not you, not Miss Peacemaker. Well, speaking of fighting, Married to Medicine's Married to Medicine's Dr. Heavily had an opinion on the fight.
Yes.
Why? Because she was a dime piece, right? Because he knew it was in the camera, and he said that woman or something he said. But anyway, we're gonna praise God. But let me give some grace to Dr. G. Let's give some grace to him. I can't even help him. I'm trying to say, if in his mind, I'm trying to be him for a minute, the devil's advocate. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying he probably looks at, okay, he got with Quad because she was a dime piece, right? In his eyes. He always said, I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. And that's what men do. They try to take care of women so they can throw it in their face like he's thrown in her face that I pay all the bills, whatever. I would never have no ninja say that to me. But I feel like I would feel like if I was him, that I got played by Quad. Because my understanding is when they got a divorce, he was paying all the bills. Quad was stacking all her money. He had no clue what Quad was making, and she was making more than him on Married to Medicine. From my understanding, allegedly, but that should be what I think. But she was making more than him, and she was stacking her money. Man, she ain't got no kids. She ain't got, you know what I'm saying? He paying all the bills. The only bill I think she said she paid was her car note. And if she paid that. So when they got a divorce, she got all this money, and then he still had to sign off a part of the house to her, which he had fucking before he got with him. So he probably feels like he got the short end of the stick anyway. But I would say this, just like Dr. Damon said, if both of y'all are so traumatized, I mean, y'all can blame the shit on me all you want to, but actually, end of the day, these two grown in the fucking visuals, okay? Why would you come back to a show where you know your wife? Do you really feel like your wife and Sweet Tea were never going to interact? I'm just asking. Did you not? But at any rate, I don't know what's going on anyway. But he did not want Sweet Tea. Now, he don't have no problem with her.
All that talking. So there you have it. We did a wonderful review last night of the Married to Medicine episode. So go back and watch that. We had a good old time down to the Married to Medicine review. Full panel, me, Sammy, Dream, and Antonio. Y'all can catch that. I've gone ahead and given my thoughts on pretty much everything. What did you think about it? Just very briefly.
Heavenly said something about the editing, chopping stuff up. And when she mentioned it, I was like, yeah, it seemed kind of weird. There are parts that have been cut out, and Greg did a lot more than we saw. To me, he has always been disrespectful. We had seen him pull away from the house after getting in an argument with Quad. Like he done lost his mind. Like, no, he's always been disrespectful. And if y'all remember, Sweet Tea has said there's certain things she don't like that Greg does. And she could see how Quad could say he's controlling and he's this and that. Now, in that episode, she should have just left his ass alone. Going back and forth and oh, why you mad? Because this, that, and let that man cool off and let him go about his business. Because I'm not going to let you talk to me like that. That was nasty and I don't like it. I will say Quad was too drunk. She was absolutely too drunk. I don't know why Greg was sitting behind her, on the side of her. That was a recipe for disaster, but it just, to me, both sides did a little too much. I get it. But if Heavenly is saying it's chopped up and Greg said a little bit more, then I can understand why she knucked when he bucked. You know what I mean? Like, that's just where I'm at with it. So I don't think we saw everything. And why is she supposed to be sensitive to his feelings when he's on it with his new wife? And now that she got a young, sweet, chocolate, fine man by herself, she's supposed to be sensitive to his feelings. You wasn't sensitive last year when you brought your new wife on here.
Well, did they have a? Did he? What did he? Was he doing? What was he doing last season that was all in her face?
No, I'm not saying he did all these things in her face. But what I'm saying is you came on a show you knew your ex-wife was on. And you know she's a cast member. Y'all got to interact, right? So, and y'all have this torrid history of y'all both admit that y'all both put hands on each other. So if you marry somebody else, why did you have to come on the show? If you marry somebody else and you know your ex-wife is on the show, why did you need to come on the show if you don't want to deal with this? Argue back and forth and be argumentative. You could avoid it.
I actually hate that it had to be like this, because why does it have to be that they fighting all the time?
When they got divorced, look, Andy had that sit down between the two of them. That's
not what Claude was saying on her press tour. Oh, everything is fine with me and Dr. G. We good. Da 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 da. She's been saying that for a while.
I know, but I feel like some of that trauma came out. You never know.
Absolutely. Oh,
that
absolutely.
Trauma came out.
That was a delayed response.
Yeah, that trauma came out, and I wouldn't want to be around nobody that put hands on me or talk to me crazy.
Well, I thought that she should have gotten the raise when all that, I really thought that she should have gotten a raise for that.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be in the same space. Once I block you, it's blocked forever. If I see you in person, I'm gonna avoid you at all costs. Don't talk to me. Excuse me, Scorpio 89. I don't know what the rest of that is. Quad is a Taurus and lacks accountability. What are you trying to say? I'm a Taurus. I don't like.
Well, he said Quad. What I got to do with you?
Because I don't lack accountability. He said Taurus.
But you're not Quad.
I'm a Taurus though.
But you're not.
I'm not Quad.
Okay, so then he said Quad. Unless he feels like it's all.
Yeah, I agree with you, Art World. Art World said Dr. G came on the show to stick it to Quad. I believe he's filling T's head with BS, and then retract when it comes out. If you haven't seen the other stuff that Heavenly said, she said there was a lot more said that got cut out, and it seemed like he was kind of disrespectful to Sweet Tea, allegedly. We don't know. We didn't get to see it.
Scorpio got me hollering. Read this.
Going to be elitist here. Greg is highly educated and chooses to pick women who on surface appears to not be on his level, education and professionally, and much younger. He likes the power trip. I agree. There's a lot of men like that. I had an ex like that. I mean, well, no, I'm sorry. Our education level was the same though. He just made more money.
Because I think what's the name? Pretty degree too, right? Quad.
Yes, Quad. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all heard what Heavenly said. Quad used to work in pharmaceutical sales. They make buku. I mean, it's unlimited because they make commission off of that. And so she was making good money. Quad did not need his money.
He didn't need his money, but it helped her to be able to save hers and not have to spend it.
Right. So I'm just letting y'all know Quad was never no dummy. And if y'all don't know, us Taurus women, we don't play about our coins, shell.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
We don't play about a coin. It is about control. I agree. A lot of these men, they feel like they have to control women. Not all, but they do feel that way. And This is why I am so independent. Like, no, this is a partnership. But you got to have those conversations. I'm looking for partnership. I'm not looking for somebody to control me. I don't got daddy issues like that. So, no, baby.
All right, you guys, we're gonna move on because I have to get ready for tonight's episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. Love, love, love keeps asking about something, not something, but Kathy. Love, love, love. Could you drop in the because I watched it? What does that Kathy do that has you so pissed?
I'm going to tell you what it is. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, please, just really quickly.
And I'm going to have to say allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Okay.
Her cognitive function is not where it's supposed to be. And I can say that because I have a parent. How old is Kathy?
I don't know, old.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is she's very forgetful and she makes stuff up and she rambles. So it's early signs of I was watching it and horrified.
Is that what Love, Love, Love is talking about? That she thinks that the lady may have dementia?
Love, love, love. Let us know if that's what you saw, because that's what I saw. Allegedly.
She's 65. I think that she's not like that on she wasn't like that on Kathy's show. I mean not Kathy's, but Paris's show. I think this is an act for Beverly Hills.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look, Art World says she does seem off.
Go watch an episode of her on Paris's show. She's very controlling. She's very like in knows what she's saying, knows what she's doing, aware of her agencies. I think that she's always been kooky on Beverly Hills. Even her first scene that I remember when Adrian Adrian did something and she was like, "You do magic now?"
Oh, you saw the microaggression.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what is that?
Refresh my towards who? Oh. I think I'm gonna be if she I don't know if it was a microaggression. Asking a black woman if it's pearls when it's diamonds. Who did she ask that to? I don't
She had
know.
to have asked it to Bose.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Bose was there. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it really quickly before I go on. But if I look at it and I see it, y'all know I'm gonna say it. Before I do that, and before we go, so Bravo has announced that Love Island is coming soon. And I've been waiting to say a little something. Something slid across my desk, and it's been on my desk over here for quite some time. And so we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Now, you guys know that Love Island is the show with Joel Kim Booster and hosting, and Shannon Medora is going to be on it. Giselle Bryan is going to be on it. Ashley Darby is going to be on it. And Luann, the Countess de Lesseps, is going to be on this show, right? It's about them finding love and matching and whatever, right? Notoriously single Bravo housewives, right? So it's going to be about them finding love. I did get, like it's going to be like a very like a White Lotus feel to everything, the way that it's like the give of it all, just very really cute, right? So let me go ahead and get into it. Before we do that, let me go ahead and read this. So what started the controversy was Joel Kim Booster all of a sudden went ahead and put this on his Instagram story. Go ahead and read that for me, Tori B.
Just because you're a pathetic drunk on a reality television show best known for a string of failed relationships and a DUI does not make you a star and does not give you the license to treat people like you work with like they are subhuman, period. That was a very long sentence. They will
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They will make me delete this, but DM me if you'd like to see some videos. Whoa. Well, let's just say I can't imagine what John Henson went through. Poor guy.
John Jansen, Johnny J went through, poor guy, right? He also made some comments about her daughters that I am not putting up, and basically saying that Shannon was insufferable. He's referring to Shannon Bedore, basically saying that Shannon Bedore was insufferable. Her whole family was insufferable, and then he went ahead and recanted it. A lot of the cast came out and said that they didn't see that side of Shannon, and all quietly eventually died down. Right? I don't know if it has been reported elsewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and say what I heard, and y'all can let me know because I don't be on the street. Y'all do. I'm gonna change our name from the divas to the streetwalkers because y'all be on the streets, baby.
Don't call
Yeah,
nobody. I ain't no damn streetwalker.
especially
You know what that mean?
yeah, I do. Specifically in Huntsville. I know what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
I know people in Huntsville, so there you go.
How you met them? On the street. Nah.
Don't do that. Absolutely not.
Period. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, he went ahead and said this again. Oh, go ahead.
I know Shannon's had an extraordinarily hard year, as she bravely shared, and as someone who struggles with it of their own that spilled over into work, should have had more grace for her in that moment. I am deeply sorry for the ways in which I've made Shannon's road towards stability more difficult, and hope that she makes it out the other side of this stronger, healthier, and with the love that she deserves in her life. I regret making this part of the story of our show, as I am deeply proud of the work myself and the ladies and the crew have put into making it.
All right. Ooh. Child, I don't know how to work this. I got a bad book and don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. Ooh. See, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing wrong?
TKC, keep it cute. I don't live nowhere but in New York City, child. You see how you saying streetwalker causing problems?
PKC.
I have people there. I got people everywhere.
Okay, I'm trying to see if they gave away what I heard first. Okay, they have not given away what I heard, so let me go ahead and give it to y'all. Give me un momento.
Love said, Chase calling us hoes. That's what I heard.
Maybe.
He the streetwalker. You the streetwalker, not me. Not us.
Not me. Okay, 1 second, you guys. Because it's juicy. I just want to make sure I have it set up because it's juicy. And then I got to go, you know?
There was more tea I wanted.
Oh, girl, you can't have everything you want now. I got to go. Okay. All right. She want to talk about Marcus Jordan so bad. Marcus Jordan got caught telling everybody he got a big old dick, and cocaine again or whatever. Child, are y'all happy? That what you want to talk about?
Yeah, and you should have showed a picture of Larsa. Go ahead.
Child, I don't like Larsa like that. I didn't think about her ass. Okay. Anyway,
I don't like it either.
So that's Joakim Booster here, who is the host of Love Hotel, and Shannon Bedore, who is going to be on the Love Hotel. So this the tease that came across my desk. Is y'all ready? All right. So Shannon did make a love match. This is all alleged. All alleged. Shannon allegedly made a love match on the show, and because the person that she matched with had never done television before, they had to work around his schedule and stuff like that. And so he was only able to be there a limited amount of time, I believe. And so what happened was, because they weren't able to get him to do like pickup scenes or like green screens or whatever it is, they wanted him to do some more work, right? So this is at the wrap party. The show is officially wrapped. They're by the pool at the wrap party. And Shannon wants to spend time with her date off camera because he's flying out the next day allegedly. And this is Like the only time that she'll be able to see him until their schedules work it out again or whatever, right? However, the show had wrapped, but they wanted him to do some more work in order to go ahead and compensate for the time that he missed or they may not be able to get, right? And so when Shannon found out that they wanted him to do more work, Shannon went allegedly berserk, lost her fucking mind, cussed everybody out. And so the people say allegedly, Joe, I'm gonna talk to y'all like I'm my girlfriends. And so the people say allegedly, Joe Kim Booster had enough and went over there and cussed Shannon ass out. Allegedly, and they got in a big old fight by the pool, and everybody was looking like it was crazy. And he felt like Shannon was ruining the vibes. Everybody was excited that the show had wrapped allegedly, and he felt like Shannon was ruining it with her nasty attitude. But Shannon was of the ilk, like he's off of work. Stop trying to make him work. Let me spend time with my man before he go. So I don't really know who is right or who is wrong, but the next thing you know, Joel Kim Booster posted that Insta story we just read. Girl.
That's messy.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, Shannon cussing people out.
Allegedly. That's alleged.
Allegedly.
I don't need to get in no trouble. But they say Shannon showed her ass. And so
allegedly.
That's their date, not me. Allegedly, well, I heard that people said allegedly Shannon showed her ass down to the pool side at the wrap party of the Love Hotel. Okay. And so it got so bad that people had to separate them allegedly. Girl, them the teeth, girl. That's what I got. Them the teeth I got.
He was trying to fight a woman.
I don't know if he wasn't trying. I don't think he was trying to fight her. I think he was just passionate. I don't think he would have put his hands on a woman. I don't. It didn't read to me that it felt physical. It didn't feel like that. So let me be very clear. The alleged situation and details that I got, none of it felt like he was going to physically harm, but he lost his mind. Yeah. Allegedly. Like he was just like, don't talk to them like that. You've been horrible.
He was defending folks.
He was defending them, but she was defending him. So it was kind of like Shannon was defending her man allegedly, and he was defending everyone else because allegedly she was going off on the production people for trying to make her match work after they had already wrapped. Got it. And knowing that the match wouldn't know any better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now spill it on RH. No. Sorry to do it. No. Just watch is what I'll say. It's not. I don't know. That's who she ended up falling in love with. Robert Bravo chose someone who came. He filmed, but I think they needed more. Or sometimes they need more. You know what I mean? And I think moving forward, his schedule may not have permitted, him to do all of that, and so they tried to get what they can get. So the show was wrapped, but they were trying to continue to work him. And Shannon was like, "No, a wrap is a wrap. He's leaving tomorrow. This is all alleged. He's leaving tomorrow." And I need him with me. I want to spend time with my man.
I see both sides. Yeah.
Well, I do too. Amanda K says.
Oh, so was they trying to force the cameras on them after they were done rapping? I think you were talking specifically about like confessionals and green.
Yeah, like I don't know what I didn't ask. I don't know what they wanted him to do, but I think it was more like green screens and stuff like that. That's what I think.
Yeah.
This is all alleged. This is what came across my desk. And then it was so nasty, so messy, so dirty that Joel Kim Booster was still hot about it. And then he went up and he posted what he posted. Reading Shannon, reading her daughters, kicking Shannon while she was down, offering her a cocktail, and praising Johnny J.
Messy.
And I gave y'all a little tea, did I not?
Yep, there you go.
And that I don't know.
She wanted to hang out with her boo before he left.
Yeah, I don't know when they met. I don't know what. I know that I feel that I think that it was a situation that he was in and out due to work. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see it as it is.
Jobs, guys. Everybody don't stop their job to film.
She's not the only one matching. So while he may be going or whatever, I don't know how this is going to work out. But while he may not have been able to be there, there are 3 other ladies that they can focus on as well. So
yeah, That was
Everybody
just
can,
Shannon was the best connection in that
yeah,
situation.
everybody doesn't have unlimited PTO to take time
Right.
off to do stuff like that. I don't think that I don't know what he does for work. I don't know him. I haven't heard a name, haven't seen a
But he's
face.
an entrepreneur. He can't take off like that. Like
But
it is what it
yeah,
is.
this is just tea. That's all alleged. That's slid across my desk. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and open the phone lines. Now, one thing about it, I just want to say, I don't say nothing I don't know. Everything that I told y'all has been right. True or false?
True.
Thank you. We still building trust exercises a year in, or do y'all trust me at this point? Okay, go ahead and call on in. Demisio, while we're waiting on callers, you got a quick 30 seconds worth of thoughts, and I got to make it to the lean.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good.
Hey,
Okay, I'm gonna start with I guess Shannon since that's what we were just talking about.
who
I
should
don't
say
blame
that Beyonce
Shannon.
thinks she won?
I mean, I'm not really upset about Beyonce winning,
I didn't
but
say
did
that
I
you.
want
Who
some?
said that?
I didn't know. I didn't say that you did. I was just saying that I'm not really upset about Beyonce winning, but did I want somebody else to win? Of course, and I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. I
The
wanted
fuck?
somebody else to win.
Oh, too
I
bad.
did want
Billy ain't
somebody else
win.
to win.
Sabrina ain't win. Beyonce won. Okay, go
She
ahead.
didn't win,
Shannon.
but she had a good night that night. The Grammys were amazing to me. This is the best that the Grammys have been in years, to be honest with you. Like I said to y'all, I think it was Monday night or I think it was Monday
Yeah,
night,
Monday night.
Potomac.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie XCX was who I was rooting for that night specifically. And I think that she did, she won her a couple of Grammys. Her performance was everything. I love Brat last year. Brat Summer was like everything. And I feel like they have overlooked Charlie for the past like decade. So I feel like she's finally getting her dues. So I was happy about that. Absolutely. And I was happy for Sabrina Carpenter as well. I feel like she has been doing this music thing for a long time too, to just now finally be getting recognized. So I feel like those two had good nights. The Grammys were good. The performances were amazing. Ray sung her butt off.
I
Ray
like Ray
is,
too.
oh
I like Ray.
my
I like
goodness.
Ray. I ain't gonna lie. I like her too.
Yes. She wore that song out, baby. I say, my goodness, that is a vocalist, honey. Yes, God. Um, Atlanta, I'm excited for Atlanta. We got new faces, new things going on. I feel like these last two seasons have been kind of a snooze fest, and I am looking forward to the new stuff. I'm kind of glad that they have not showed us everything in the trailers, so that way we can be kind of surprised, week by week by the new things and by the previews and stuff like that. Because I feel like when they give us a lot in the trailers, it doesn't give us nothing to look forward to during the season because we saw everything. So I was glad about that. And Heavenly, this is why they don't like Heavenly. Because she get on their YouTube show and just shows her behind. It's like,
Yeah,
Heavenly,
I
this is
like
why they
that.
don't like you.
Yes, give
Huh?
us the tea. Give us the tea. I wanted to know about that fight.
What?
I
Oh,
want.
yeah, of course. Well, yes, we all want to know the tea, absolutely. But it's just like, dang, Heavenly,
It's all
this is
right.
why they be mad at you. This is why they be mad at you right here
They'll get over
because
it.
of this. But no, I'm glad that Heavenly do be coming because Heavenly be really telling what for real be going on because they do slice and dice the show and edit it how they want to. And even though Heavenly can get herself in trouble sometimes for talking and doing what she do, I do thank her because it does kind of fill it in like the missing parts or the stuff that we can tell is kind of edited out or chopped up. Heavenly kind of fill in the missing pieces to the puzzle. And if Gregory was yelling at Sweet Tea like that for real, like the way Heavenly said he was, baby, Sweet Tea gonna be heading for divorce too. And that's all I got to say about that, child. Greg needs to go to anger management. So what it seemed like to me.
I would never marry somebody who his ex-wife already said that he was controlling and
And abusive.
allegedly
Yeah.
abusive. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that. You got the cliff notes, sweetie. You think
Yeah.
because you could give him a baby that's supposed to help it? No, that's the reason why Quad wouldn't give him none.
And I mean, to be honest with you, on top of that, I mean, just me personally being my young age, I'm not marrying somebody that's almost in the grave. He's
Being
almost
my young
60, sweet tea.
50.
He is, though. Greg is almost
60
60.
don't mean you almost in the grade. That sounds ignorant and crazy. Don't put
Yeah,
your
50.
Okay, I'm
Stop.
sorry.
yeah.
That is age.
Okay.
That is ageist. That is
He in
ageist.
his 50s. He ain't in his 60s. You wild.
Every
No, I
day,
said he's.
every second we live and breathe, everybody is close to the grave. So, because no man
Well,
knows another hour.
And you don't know when you could gonna go either.
okay. Well, that's okay. I apologize to all the older people. I'm sorry.
Oh
But
God, get
me
down, baby. All right,
personally,
I want to thank you so much, Demetrio. Just
I wasn't saying it like that. I'm just saying because that
Okay,
was
no, it's all right.
kind of ageist. That was
It's okay.
ageist. So I'm sorry.
All right, it's okay. I gotta go.
No, I said okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Demetrio.
All right.
Y'all don't be want to let it grow. I'm booked. I got jobs. In the words of Phaedra Parks. With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Almost 100 of you guys in the room. Make sure if you're new here, you like the videos, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow for part 2 of the Real Housewives of New York. There is no Potomac next week. There is no Married to Medicine next week. And so we'll have Love and Marriage Huntsville next week, and we'll have, I guess we'll have Happy Hour if there's something to talk about. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, y'all. Chase review. I don't even know what that is.
Married at first sight. You don't want to. No.
Okay, thank
All
you.
of the married shows is crazy.
All right, thank you, babe. All right, y'all. Bye. So you only see you there, baby. Yeah. Ooh, I'm joking. I'm joking.